Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O, and we're going to talk about a reason why you may want to consider doing an Uber rental. This is 2025. I want to document this. This is 2025, end of November, starting December. Our economy that we live in is fixing to get crappy. And there are people looking for jobs. An Uber rental right now might be the answer for some of you guys out there that are wanting to pick up some extra money. You have a job, but it's kind of flaky. You don't know if it's going to last or what's going on. You hear rumors in your business, whatever. You may want to start considering to do the Uber rental. So I'm going to do a complete rundown on why you may want to do the rental to make some extra money instead of using your own personal vehicle, because a lot of guys out there drive pickup trucks. They're older cars that they use for work. But if you're considering to try to make some extra money with the economy fixing to go the way it's fixing to go, Uber may be an answer for you. You may want to watch some of my other videos about it, but a rental could be the answer for you. So let's go down some of the reasons why I believe it works so well for me. All right. And I'm not the only one. If you look at some of the comments on this channel, you'll see it works for a lot of other people too that have done it over the years and are still doing it. And like I've mentioned before, I've been doing it let's get this up front. I've been doing it for over 3 years, consistently renting a vehicle to do my Uber in. My people where I rent from have told me that there are 17 of us on their list that have been renting for over 3 years. Because I told them I've been renting for 3 years. They go, yeah, we got 17 of you that's been renting for that long, at least that long. So there are people that have made Uber work doing the rental. Let's go down the list of things that you get. All right. So if some of you guys have heard this before, bear with me. If you're new here, hang on to the end of the video because I'm going to go over a lot of stuff here, quite a bit of stuff that may make you decide if this is something you want to do. Okay. I pay $43.50 a day. All right. That's what I pay. $305 a week. I rent 7 days a week. I don't turn my vehicles in. So that's a question I get sometimes from people. Do I have to turn my vehicle in when I'm not using it? No, you keep the vehicle if you want to keep it. All right. Your insurance is included with this. Now I'm going to go down the list of things and the benefits that you get with a rental, and why you may want to consider it if you're thinking about changing jobs, fixing to lose a job, or you just been looking and you can't find nothing else to do. This may be an answer for you to get you out of the spot you're in, all right? Here's what I get, and I'm going to explain each one as I go along on this, okay? For my $43.50 a day, my insurance is included. Now, the insurance that is included with this, now I've done videos on this in the past. I've got a lot of new subscribers that may have not seen this information, so I'm going to run down it again, okay? Here we go. Insurance is included. The insurance that is included with my rental fee is while I'm doing Uber. Your personal insurance on your vehicle that you're not going to be doing Uber in, that you're going to be leaving at the house while you're out making money in a brand new rental vehicle, that insurance is covering you when you're not doing Uber. So I get this question. Can I use the vehicle if I'm not doing Uber? Yes, you can. You can take a couple days off. You can do whatever you want to do and still use that vehicle just like you were renting it without doing an Uber plan, okay? This is a partner program I'm talking about today, okay? So insurance is included. You can pay a little extra. If you don't even own a car, you can go into this program to do Uber, okay? Listen to me. And I'm going to hit these as hard as I can for you, okay? So insurance is included. If you need to add a couple extra dollars that you feel like you want to add extra insurance, you can do that. They'll talk to you about that when you get there, okay? So insurance is included. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this, so hang with me, how to find this if you want to do it, okay? So here we go. Maintenance is included. I need new tires. I had this happen a few weeks ago, a month or so ago, I guess it was. I was fixing to do an oil change. When I went in to do the oil change, which is included, maintenance is included, they noticed, or they scan your tires. That's required. They also rotate your tires. And in that process, they said I needed some new tires. They did the oil change, let me go, got it, the tires approved, went right back. They swapped out the tires, blah, blah, blah. A week later, I had a flat tire in one of those brand new tires. Took it right back over, blah, blah. In a matter of, they called me, told me when I could come over and get it done. I went back over, got it done. So that's included, okay? Maintenance is included. Roadside, if you break down while you're in this vehicle, while you're in your rental vehicle, they're going to come get you. You ain't got to worry about a tow bill. You ain't got to worry about a repair shop. You don't have to worry about nothing. They're going to slide another vehicle. If that vehicle's not fixable right away, they're going to slide another vehicle under your butt because they want you to keep making money so they can keep making money. There's a game here. Let's talk about that on another day maybe. Unlimited miles. Now, that's a clincher. All right, that's a clincher for a lot of people. You get unlimited miles. You can drive all you want every day, all day. Go here, go see grandma, go whatever you want to do with the vehicle. It's unlimited miles. You don't have to worry about going out every day and doing work. Now, with those unlimited miles, what it makes happen for a lot of people is you're going to make more money. Because what are you going to do? You're going to go out and you're going to do more. You're absolutely going to do more than you ever did before if you've ever done Uber before. Now, if you've not done Uber before, unlimited miles is a big one for a lot of people that's been out here doing it because you put all those miles on your. I do around 80,000 miles a year on my rentals. All right. I don't want to put those kind of miles on my personal vehicle while I'm out doing Uber stuff. It doesn't make sense. All right. It just doesn't make sense. Don't appreciate your cars. Let's go into this one. Peace of mind. Now, I've talked about this in a lot of videos. When I go out and get in my vehicle to start my day, all I have to do is hit the button on the dash, crank up that fairly new vehicle that they've provided for you, and go to work. Sign on to Uber, go to work. Let's go. Let's go make some money. That's all you have to really think about. You have peace of mind when you're not running your own vehicle. Because we all know, I've done it, we've all done it. I have ragged out some vehicles, I've talked about that before. Your vehicle, I don't care how long you've had that vehicle, how many miles you already have on it, you're going to continue to put wear and tear on that vehicle by using it. It doesn't make sense to worry about that every day. I get a lot of comments on this channel from people talking about mileage. It takes that burden away, that thought of every day, oh my God, I've put another 200 miles on my vehicle today. Because you can do that. If you're doing Uber and you're out here working and making that money, you can easily do 200 miles a day. That's a given, all right? So the peace of mind of not having to worry about all those miles that you were doing. Wear and tear. This vehicle, and I've talked about this in a video here recently, I've been in this vehicle 7 months, I guess it is now, 7 months. Coming up on 8. I'm already seeing wear and tear on this vehicle that I'm in this short period of time. All right? So if you're packing in hundreds of people a year into your back seat, climbing in and out. I had some people earlier. They were going from one hotel to another. They had all their beach stuff with them. They loaded all that stuff in the back there, except for a few items. And as the lady got in, I could hear clink, clank as she was hitting the door, as she was getting in with the stuff that she thought she needed to have up front with her. All right? Wear and tear. Do that for a year, and you're going to notice that I get out. I clean this vehicle quite often. I've told you about my little tip tricks. I clean this vehicle quite often. As I'm getting out, doing that on a daily basis, vacuuming and stuff, I can see on the doors and stuff, and I'm always carrying a rag and stuff to clean and wipe and try to get those blemishes out of there, out of the seat where someone might have climbed in out of the beach. I live in a beach community where people climbed in my back seat and they had sand all over their feet. Some of the driveways that people walk up off the beach to come to your vehicle are really shale rock, and there's really powdery white powder from the crushed up rocks that get in your vehicle. You know, I see all that, and as they kick the doors, they're getting in and out, bam, bam, bam. You do that for a year, you do that for 2 years, you do that for 3 years, and if you got your vehicle when it was older, it's showing a lot more wear and tear. You know that. And if you got your vehicle, while we're talking about mileage up there, if you got a vehicle that was, when you bought it, already had 80,000, 70,000 miles. You did a real good job. You got one under 100,000 miles. It's a sweet ride. Let's go make some money doing Uber. And all of a sudden you realize you double the mileage in a year. 2 years, all of a sudden she's over 200,000 miles. Now that vehicle's showing a lot of those blemishes. So we're talking about why it's important to consider, do you want to do that to your vehicle? And I know, because these videos that I do about this subject right here get a lot of comments from people going, no, you can't do that. That's a lot of money to be wasting. I've been doing this. Look, let's talk about this. I wasn't going to talk about this in this video. Lazy drivers. There are people that are lazy drivers. Let's face it. Okay, they're so comfortable with being able to go out and take that personal vehicle and go out and make a couple $100 a week, and they're happy with that. $300 a week. They're satisfied. Okay. I didn't have to make no rental payments. I didn't have to pay a whole lot of other stuff. Yeah, I don't run Uber that way. And I've talked about that in other videos. They're a waste of two Uber. But I'm not getting into that one today. I got other videos. Go watch them. Renting a vehicle makes more sense, especially with the economy fixing to go the way it is. And we know, if you're watching and paying attention, as you should, it's crappy now. Prices have gone up. Prices are going to continue to go up. And I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are fixing to consider, what am I going to do? My job, I've been told, we're suffering. They're going to be doing cutbacks. That is going on. So pay attention to what's happening. And if you feel like there's a way that you want to go do Uber, I'm stressing a point here with the Uber rental that might want to save you a little bit on that wear and tear on that car that you've already been driving for 6 years, 7 years, to drive the family around here and there, going back and forth to work in. That's your vehicle, and you're looking out there every day going, I don't really want to drive that to do Uber, but I need to make some extra money somehow. The rental program might be a way for you. Now, if you've hung on this long, I'm going to tell you once again in this video how to find out. If you're already an Uber driver, this is kind of simple for you. If you're not an Uber driver, I'm going to tell you how to find out more about it. It's called the Uber Marketplace. In there, Hertz, Avis, and several other rental agencies in different parts of the country rent out vehicles for drivers. So here's how you find it. You take your app, Uber drivers, take your app. On the bottom right corner down there, there's going to be a little 3-bar thing there. You click on that, it's going to bring up your menu for everything that you do on Uber over there, your banking and all that stuff. When that comes up at the very top up there, it's going to show your information and your vehicle information. When you click on that, that's going to bring up another page in the app that's going to show you the Uber Marketplace. It's going to show your vehicle up there at the top, what the customer sees when you're coming to get them. It shows all of that. And right underneath that, it's going to talk about, do you need a vehicle? And it's going to talk about the Uber Marketplace. And it's going to say learn more. Click on learn more. It's going to take you over to that magical page I've talked about before. If it's available in your area, it's going to show you the companies, the vehicles, and how much it's going to be to rent. All right. That's where you can set it up right there in that portion of the app. You can set it up to go rent a vehicle. All right. You reserve a vehicle, you make an appointment, you go over, here's your vehicle. All right. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, my markets are different. In this market, they're really on top of it. All right. I can't speak for other markets because I hear stories. Okay. But this is the way I do it. And that's all I talk about on this channel is what I do and how I do it. So when you see that marketplace, do all that, go over there, take a look, see if it'll work for you. Contact them if it will. Now, this is for guys. Basically this was for people that I know is fixing to happen. People that are considering doing Uber that really don't want to take that vehicle that they've already been driving for other things all these number of years. They don't want to use it. So what do? I need to make some extra money. I need to make some side money. I've always thought about doing Uber. I don't want to do it. The Uber rental program might be your answer to get ahead of the game. And that's where you need to be. Out here, we need to stay ahead of the game. All right. So anyway, insurance, maintenance, roadside, unlimited miles, peace of mind, no wear and tear on your personal vehicle, and I do it for $43.50, and it might be different in your area. Check into it. That's all you can do. Anyway, Daddy-O out. Yeah, I'm out for the day. I'm done. It's Sunday. I'm gonna go watch a little bit of NFL. In fact, it's about game time now. So anyway, you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and Daddy-O out for the day. Bye.